From Shawn Mendes to Kourtney Kardashian, I'm your host, Samantha Kemery.
And I'm Ruben Porras.
And this is RAM TV. A Utah woman died on Wednesday, April 6th after falling 20 feet into the Grand Canyon National Park. Margaret Oswald was 34 and was near the Ledges camp along the Colorado River when she fell and sustained fatal injuries, park officials said. 4 people, including Oswald, have died this year within the Grand Canyon National Park. This Wednesday, the Biden administration is providing Ukraine with U.S.-made killer drones, cutting-edge guided missiles that could accurately target Russian troops from miles away. 2 congressional officials briefed on the matter told the NBC News there are 2 variants of the weapons, the Switchblade 300 and the 600, and they have been sold by the U.S. Special Operations Command by manufacturers AeroVironment. Based on the suburbs of Washington, D.C., the 300 is designed for pinpoint strikes on personnel, and the larger 600 is meant to destroy tanks and other armored vehicles.
After the Grammys on April 3rd, the couple Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker held a small wedding in Las Vegas. Barker and Kardashian announced their engagement back in October of last year. Barker took the stage in a special rock performance of Are You Gonna Go My Way with Lenny Kravitz and her. The wedding ceremony took place at a chapel following the award show, which was held in the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Coming to El Paso in September is Canadian singer Shawn Mendes. He will be performing at the Don Hacken Center on September 29th for his World Tour Wonder. Tickets started to go on sale at 10 a.m. today. Also coming to El Paso on October 8th will be the Wallows, who are going on their Tell Me That It's Over tour. They will be performing at the Abraham Chavez Theater at 8 p.m. and tickets have already gone on sale.
Rapper Tory Lanez was arrested for social media posts directed at Megan Thee Stallion. Lanez had allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion in Hollywood Hills back in summer of 2020, and he was taken into custody in a downtown Los Angeles courtroom Tuesday after violating the terms of the pre-trial protective order. LA County Superior Court Judge David Hereford agreed with the prosecutors that some of Lanez's recent social media posts appeared to be messages directed at Megan Thee Stallion. The judge ordered that Lanez no longer made any public mention of the case or the victim. Judge Hereford set bail at $350,000. Well, that's it for Rams TV for this week. I was your host, Ruben Porras.
And I'm Samantha Kemery.
And I will see you guys in the Sports Minute right now. Hello Rams, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Mount Sports Minute. As always, I'm your host, Ruben Porras, and without further ado, let's get started. Our baseball team and softball team will be playing games today. Boys will be playing here versus Americas, and softball will be playing away versus Eastwood at 6:30. Wish us both good luck. Moving on, we have some news about golf and the Masters. After a little more than a year since Tiger Woods' life-threatening car crash, it looks like he will be playing in the Masters this year. The vehicle that he crashed had flipped over several times and the car sustained major damage, as well as Tiger Woods. His injuries included a shattered ankle as well as 2 leg fractures. This past week he announced that it looks like he will play, and at his practice round this week there were many fans watching him play to see how well he looked since his injury. We will find out this weekend if Tiger can get his 6th green jacket. Lastly, we have news about March Madness. March Madness has unfortunately come to an end, and on the women's side of things it was South Carolina who won their tournament this year. For a majority of the game, they had a lead over the top UConn team and ended up winning 64-49. The men's game, however, was a very close one, as going into halftime, UNC had a 15-point lead against Kansas. After halftime, however, the Jayhawks came out hot as they eventually came back and tied the game. In the end, Kansas made the biggest comeback in the tournament's history and outscored the Tar Heels by 18 in the second half. It was fun and exciting tournament, and now we will have to wait a whole year for it to come back. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Mount Sports Minute, and I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I was your host, Ruben Porras, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and take care, everybody.
I'm your host, Daniela Ordaz.
And I'm Mark Chavez.
And you're watching RAM TV.
Starting off with music news, the popular band Red Hot Chili Peppers are gearing up to go on tour again following the release of their brand new album, Unlimited Love. This is the band's first album since 2016's The Getaway. The new album is not the only exciting development, though, for the band, as ex-guitarist John Frusciante has reunited with the band for the first time since his exit in 2007. Frontman Anthony Kiedis stated in an interview with Apple Music's One's Zane Lowe, "I don't take things too personally, and I still get to make beautiful music with my friends, and maybe not melt down, or maybe they won't melt down. Or maybe we're older and different, and enter Unlimited Love, which was really a fun and wild experience." The band will start their tour on June 4th in Spain and finish in Kentucky, and I, for one, am very excited to see them back in action.
Los Angeles writer Mark Benadryl had released a new graphic novel, Adora and the Distance, which explores a delicately illustrated high fantasy world. Underneath the veneer, it's about something deeply personal to Bernardin, what the world of a person with autism can be like, in his case, his daughter Sophie's. The book was timed for a physical release ahead of World Autism Awareness Day this past weekend.
In movie news, a new movie by Sony Pictures was released last week. Morbius, starring Jared Leto, tells the story of Dr. Michael Morbius, who is a brilliant doctor that is plagued with a debilitating disease that forces him to receive blood via IV every day. One day, he decides to combine his DNA with bat DNA to cure himself. It works, but at one cost. He must consume blood from the living.
Now for music news. BTS members on Monday held a live session and interacted with fans after their performance at the Grammy Awards 2022. Taking to V Live, Jin, Rap Monster, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook also reacted after they lost the Best Pop Duo Group Performance Award for their English single Butter to Doja Cat and SZA. BTS performed the hit song Butter and was given a standing ovation at the Grammys. Well, that's it for today, Rams. I was your host, Daniela Ordaz.
And I was Mark Chavez.
And this was Ram TV.
Hi, I'm Elijah from 5470 Rambotics, and I'm here with your weekly STEM news. Our FTC season started in September. Throughout the season, both teams have been very successful and placed high up in the rankings. In January, we had our championship at UTEP, both teams placing first in Alliance Captain and first and second in the Inspire Award, qualifying both for regionals, which is in Lubbock. Lubbock was during February. Both teams placed second in Alliance Captain and Inspire. Both teams made themselves known by cheering for all teams competing. Team 5911 is now moving on towards the UIL state competition in April. Everyone will be cheering them on in hopes that they will win the competition. We are continuing to work hard in preparation for any future competitions during and after the season. Both teams' robot essentially follow the same concept with an intake and delivery system. Did you know that 220 million tons of old computers and other technological hardware are trashed in the United States each year? That being said, we plan to see you on our next segment and improve your understanding of what we do in this amazing program.
What do an aerospace engineer, cancer immunologist, and bat scientist all have in common? We all have cool jobs in STEM fields. Whether it's building robots or learning to code, girls everywhere are finding their passion for science, technology, engineering, and math through positive role models and mentors. So dare to dive in, get connected, and explore. You never know what your future may hold. Learn more about these and even more cool jobs at SheCanSTEM.com.